Now, this illustration deals with the installation of flexible cords or using flexible cords in accordance with 400.12. Now, I got into this situation many years ago as an inspector, of all things, but electronic engineer out at GD at this time in Fort Worth, had about 50 people working for him, and he put in a little entertainment center, which was kind of coming into big time installations back in those days. But he put one in, as you see at the top illustration, and then the plug, one of those plugs was powered. He added a little surface plug and took a piece of extension cord, put attachment caps on in, and as you see, the table lamp was plugged in and powered up. Then he took these two male attachment caps and plugged in, and the other end was hot, and he plugged it in to a surface mounted receptacle and powered up his little entertainment center. Well, his little boy was watching him, and he just unplugged to the left, and it was hot. He got into it and got shocked pretty severely. Well, she tried to call her husband, and he was busy. She couldn't reach him out at the base. So she called the city, and I went by, took a look at it, and I told her, well, you know, this is an illegal installation because you have two male attachment caps here, and as you plug this one in, this end is still hot. It doesn't have an enclosed female type to guard the live components. Your little boy got into it. She said, what do you mean that's illegal? I said, my husband is a supervisor, electronic engineer out at the base, and he put this in. You try and tell me it doesn't meet the standards of the codes? I said, yes, ma'am, that's correct. Well, about that time, he'd gotten the message that she left for him, and he came in. And it was really, in a way, it was funny, but you know, you didn't dare laugh. But this lady that I was out there talking to, her husband came in, and she just took her finger and started punching him in the chest and told him, said, oh yeah, I said, big supervisor of 50 people out at the base. And she said, you're too stupid even to wire this entertainment center in. Said, you nearly killed our son. So I was standing there. So the inspector it was his area. I was just promoted to the chief inspector just a few months at that time. He said, you want me to write him a ticket? I said, no, I think he's getting enough right now from her. I said, I told her, I said, ma'am, when this is corrected, give us a call. And we got out of there. And sure enough, in about a week, she called and said, would you come look at this? And it was wired in right and everything. But that's why this is prohibited and a violation that you see there, because you can unplug the wrong end, and those terminals are hot there. If you get on them, you can receive a electrical shock, or maybe even death could occur if it's grounded right. So the flexible cord with male caps on each end, as you see in that illustration, is totally a violation to make the installation using a flexible cord in that manner. Also, it's a violation if you had a plug on one side of the wall and you wanted the equipment that you had, it might be electronic equipment, a copying machine, a printer, a deep freeze, whatever it may be, depending on the location and the type of occupancy. They knock a hole in the wall, run the cord through there, and plug it in if that'd be possible. Many times they'll take a door opening, remove the door, and run the cord through the door. So any of the methods of installation using flexible cords that you see in this illustration is prohibited to be made in the manner that you see. And that's what this illustration is pointing out, how you are not to use flexible cords as a permanent type wiring method or installed and used as you see in the illustration.